But what is the state of that? Is the applications open, or are you guys holding on?
I saw the information on Kerfatu. I was not on that. I was not in that meeting. So I had personal issues to handle. Yeah. So meeting me never offer. So I can't. I don't know what conversations, or even what brought up that conversation, or even if it happened. Come man Kerfatu la ko just I asked. They said no, amut.
So,
you know that conversation.
The conversation bi kay amna.
Well, I'm saying
man kay mun na ko 100% ne amna.
Man ñu ma laaj so ñu ne
mun na la wax kan moko suggest kan moko table kan mo indi date si mun na la ko wax
yépp. So basically I think I don't doubt you. I will never doubt you. I know your credibility.
100%.
One thing
especially
I know
when it comes to UDP sources.
Don't doubt me on that. If it was discussed, then it was an unofficial discussion. Wow.
No, it was not unofficial. It was there. Well, it came on the state of the party. The agenda of state of the party. That's where it came under.
So basically, look, with all seriousness.
But on serious note, though,
party bit of processes.
Yeah.
And there's a way in which we communicate our intentions and our plans.
Yeah.
And definitely that through Kerfatu does not do it, at least unofficially like that, like a rumor or like we heard. So I think the process, if it ever happened, is being denied by those in the meeting.
They did not deny to me.
Now
they told me that I missed the only thing, the confirmation of the date.
Your sources?
No. After the meeting,
right. So
I reached out to 3 different people. They were not happy that we put this thing out,
right.
But they confirmed that the conversation happened, but right. They did not have a confirmation on the date.
Okay, so what I would say then is there's no official decision
communication
on the matter. Wow.
Okay.
So I think the discussion happened, and maybe that's how you heard about it.
Yeah.
But I was not there.
Yeah.
So basically, I think party be amna process, and at the right time, in the right manner, they will announce the process.
They announce the process. Now let's look at the elephant in the room.
Yeah.
So recently, Sen Party B has been grumbling with a lot of issues, and a lot of the allegations is surrounding Talib and Suda.
Right.
2 elected officials, your colleagues, Rohi Malik Lowe of Banjul, had an interview on iAfrica TV, and she said, "Ne party bi amul ben campi Talib ak campi lawyer Darboe mo am, meaning ne yow kese ya buga challenge Darboe, yow kese ya nekk di create parti si biir party bi." What do you say to that accusation? That's a serious accusation.
Yeah, well, so there was a lot said on the radio by my colleagues, unfortunately. But we've met. We've had a very honest discussion amongst ourselves. It's ended amicably. And we've all decided, let's focus on the most important thing, which is the real elephant in the room, is how do we win 2026 elections. And ensuring that our supporters are all focused on this mission. So I can say now, the issue is not it's a non-issue. Politics, mom.
non-issue. I
mean, everybody has their opinions. Duma duga too much in the detail because wahi kir la bir kir. It was something that should have never discussed in public. I'm not going to sit here and say something bad about Rohi or Yankuba or call them anything. Luma wax rek moy ne luma len wax sen kanam wax na len ko. Ñom tam luñ ma wax nañ mako, and we sat. Suñ kilifa bi party leader was there, and then ñu ne legi jeex na, let's focus on the most important thing. How do we take out this government and change Gambia for the better?
I'm going to enter visa West Coast region. because you know then they enter without visa, then they enter without permission, and they get some politics.
Like I said, Yankuba is my colleague. We'll work together. We've discussed a lot. One day I will leave it to that.
Yeah, you're politically correct.
Do I? I'm gonna man. So why are you NPP?
Why are you trying to be so politically correct?
I mean. Dafa mel ni tey suma problème yi kër yi suma famille du ma ko nettali si mbedda bi so similarly so ñun biir kër la benn party la colleagues lañ one family la there's going to be issues, there's going to be misunderstanding loolu du ñàkka réeroo moom foog mu am wante ñàkka waxtaan moo amoon léegi waxtaan bi am na léegi mbir bi put nañ ko to rest léegi 2026 mooy mbir bi.
Are you worse than Barrow?
non loolu moo du ma ko tontu.
dañ bugg a xam de.
am naa yaay.
dañ
bugg a xam naa fu ma bugg a yóbbu.
dañ bugg a xam.
am naa fu ma bugg a yóbbu.
dañ bugg a xam are you worse than Barrow?
How ma in what light?
In governance.
No, I'm not
in
worse
his
than Barrow in
political
governance.
ni nga dee demee di jox nit ñi sukkur si ron ak yooyu noonu.
I'm not
pour
worse than
supporters.
Barrow.
Are you worse than Barrow?
The only area fu nga xam ne like I said is like I said my brother Yanks. Definitely like I said a lot of things were said should not have been said, but anyway discourse nañ like I said, and now we've put it to rest.
And that's it foofu nga tollu daal si affaire.
Foofu nga tollu si affaire.
Tey moom fu ma fi jógee Alaaji Konte moo ma njëkk a call mu naan yaa ñinen kaa ñu mbéela yaa ñinen kaa kana.
No, war nga ko
laajte questions yi.
War nga ko laajte. It was said in public. It was unfortunate. I will always say that. It's unfortunate. Wante bi waxi biir kër la. Su ma sañoon wax yooyu yëpp would have happened behind closed doors. Su ñu fight sax ñu fight wante ñu génna ñu focus on lan moo tax ñu dugg politics. I mean, madam, they always say that the only reason I'm in politics is to change this country for the better. Because what is better for my personality and my welfare is to stay in my private business and do my private things, you know. But the reason I'm in the public, dika bi musuma kontaan, musuma feel like, oh, I'm so happy, you know, with my country. I'm so proud of the way my country is going. And that's why I put my heart in the ring. And anything that diverts me from that or deviates me from that, you know, I'm not interested.
So, so a lot of people, supporters, then they want, and I think that is what brings a lot of attention and attacks on you.
Yeah.
Your supporters, especially on social media, then they want, Talib is the only winnable candidate for UDP. And that is what is bringing a lot of attention. Do you encourage these kind of arguments on social media, or do you, what do you say to these kind of arguments when you say that?
Look, I think it's a democracy. I think we always have to remember that.
Yeah.
And party bisa, we always have to remember that. I mean, we are called the United Democratic Party for a reason. We must entertain discourse. We must entertain opinions. One day, we must also regulate them. Not to censure people, but to tell them, look, there's a way and time and manner to express yourself. And right now, we have a big task of how to remove an incumbent government that is determined to entrench themselves. The time for party flag bearership is not yet. I mean, wait till that time, or you are going to basically undermine the party unity. You know, primaries are never simple. Primary, do ward councillor, do constituency MP, do regional mayor, is always tense. And Mahdi Cisse termed it the best. Then Collage, I think Gambia Talents or some TV asked him at the parliament, and he said, look, all these camps, you know, if they exist, they should exist. Because you know them primary elections at parliamentary level or regional level, and that is considered a camp. Once they campaign for him, mu win ñeneen yenen camp yeb dañoo join ñëwaat together, party be fight for the victory of the party. You understand? If that is what people are saying is a camp, right? But all I'm saying is there's a way, time, and manner. And doko def tam si disrespect.
Yeah.
I mean, you can say ne Fatou dafa rafet without saying ki naga jina ba dafa ñaaw.
Yeah.
You know, say I like Fatou and nga em fofu.
Yeah.
You know, so I think disrespect bitam, people don't like it. I've done my part. Man, I'm not a loud politician. I call people underground. I solicit people's numbers. Stop it. By law def. Sometimes they even come to the public and say, yeah, mayor wax na pour ma buy wante momut ma do dey fay suma bills.
Yeah.
I mean, we've seen all of those things, you know. So all I'm saying, we should also be able to segregate supporters and leaders. Supporter moom pour nga control ko da nga jàpp si yàlla rek. Wante leader yow da nga am responsibility to try to always bring unity, try to bring people together and say things that will inspire and make people positive.
For those who want to see President Talib Bensouda, are you going to put your application for the flag bearership of UDP?
Right, so if the party, through the right channels, the right processes, the norms, you communicate, you know, officially that applications are open. At that point in time, I'll consult my family, my advisors, and then I'll make the decision.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So mun nañoo xaar ne di nga dugal. mun naa nekk de.
dafa des my consultations.
kan lañ war a kan ngaa consult ñu jéem a lijjanti ñu taataan si ñoo ñu xool.
man sax xawma lu ñoo wax su time bi jotee so I guess it depends on the circumstances and dynamics at the time.
kon ñu laaj vote si fii da ngeen bëgg a Talib mu apply na ñuy seetaan ñu laaj leen si comments yi ñu wax ñu.
Well, you know, we'll know when the time comes. So lu important right now, you know, how do we, I mean, holal comments you Barrow, you know, recently.
And this is the thing, how will you guys win against Barrow if you are like this? Because to be honest, I mean, gis nañ numbers si di génn. Barrow ba tey, you know, mooy lead si numbers.
Yeah, so he's still a formidable challenger. He's an incumbent.
Yeah.
He knows politics. I don't think Barrow should be underrated in any shape, way, or form.
Barrow nim de waxe man Barrow lim wo barki de nelaw mo de.
I mean, he's a politician. He talks. Barrow mo tok mu wax ne man duma win ku mun sa morom duma holal suma ammunition I beat them mercilessly. Yes. So the issue is politician da nga baku da nga dor sa dina da nga tital sa morom da nga prepare sa ammunition ku nekk da nga prepare. So with a little bit of opportunity, luck, and ndimbal yala, more determined. And can xamut luy xew si future bi.
Do you think the UDP will
Fatou yow sax mun nga nekk the next president.
man de dama bëgg a apply de su dee waaye xam nga man nekkuma member nekkuma carré member mun naa apply.
Set of circumstances can be put you in the presidency.
waaw wax nga dëgg
So ñuñ dee foog ne ñii la you never know ndogal yàlla la. So gomal yàlla do the right thing. That's all I say.
But do you think the UDP will be fully united ahead of the 2026?
We will push for it. I'm the organizing secretary. That's my job. I'll push for it. How Malui how's the future be? But like I said, that good meeting with my colleagues, that meeting was good. It's a good beginning. It's a good platform. Léegi nañ ubbi suñu xol yi nangu ñu xam ne.
dégg naa meeting bi saf na de.
Anyway am naa dugguñ.
dégg naa waxante ngeen dégg foofu de.
waxante nañ dégg moom.
waxante
nañ dégg moom.
You think it was fruitful? It was worth it to have that conversation?
It was necessary. It was even necessary before ñu dem media.
Yeah.
But lu xew na léegi we just forge forward.
Well, if any other person was selected, would Talib support them?
Of course, yeah.
Finally, Barrow NPP split bi ak gis nga NDP jóge naka nga xoolee political.
La politique xamuloo luy ñëw xew in the near future. Anything can happen, Fatou. Anything, absolutely. And the next president yàlla bind na ko si jiyam ba pare. It could be somebody you never imagine.
Yeah.
It could be Barrow noonu la ñëwee. President Jawara noonu la ñëwee. Yeah, noonu la ñëwee, even by the gun.
Yeah, it was surprising.
President Jamai Faye noonu la ñëwee.
Yeah, very surprising.
The way you think it never goes down like that, you know. So ñun nañ, like I said, try to keep the party integrity together, unite our people, inspire and push for the right things always, follow our conscience, you know. Important is a gëm yàlla def ko nag si yar ak teggin, that's it. Man loolu laa gëm. Soo amee nga am si barke, soo ñàkkee nga ñàkk si barke.
Si barke. Waaw waxtaan bi fu mu ne nii amatuma dara li ma si teg lan nga wax ñi laa seetaan especially the many Talib supporters on Facebook, especially suma anti Kasa kooku moom mooy
Kasa Cissé manding mooy
Kasa Cissé moom
I love her.
She's crazy. She's my aunt though.
She's so passionate. Man, I've always seen her
she's very passionate
as an auntie and stuff.
Yeah.
One day lately, like, the sleeping so much.
And I want to come there. And that's one thing I've said to somebody. You were one of the least popular among all of these people when it comes to support the base bi.
Right.
Why léegi li nga am social media man daf ma jaaxal de yow dafa mel ni daal you know yow ñu la gënoon a bañ sa léegi ñoo laa gën a gis ñu gën a nekk sa fans, and I'm like, you know, and you had done it so well to be able to attract a lot of people ñoo xam ne were really very critical of you.
You know, I'm grateful. Man, I always say I'm already a winner in politics. I'm a two-term mayor at the age of 38. Sorry, 38.
Yeah.
I started at 29. You know, I had a great chance through UDP. I have notoriety in the country. People know me, Kartong to Koina. You know, I've had great successes, ups and downs, great experience. I've been enriched, you know, politically. You know, my values. You know, I feel so great. You know, with how far I've come. Mansuma Emon Fisas, you know, I've already left a legacy. Mayor of KMC, you know. So
what has been the biggest challenges of this whole run? Because one thing I said, you have dragged your family through so much.
Yeah, I mean, there's so
because
much.
So much. Man, personally, I've said this, you know, Ami Bensouda soo ko déggoon the finest lawyer jigéen ñi yëpp di seet si moom you know I have this admiration for her and all this stuff but because of political ambition tey da ngaa gis nit ñi di ko drag so loo xam ne ñëpp xam nañ ne is politics.
Well, people don't even know my political ambition.
No, I mean da nga bëgg a nekk président man maa ko fee wax ñëpp xam nañ ko yéen ñëpp xam nga li ma dee wax and I said this on one time on my show.
Right.
nañ bàyyi di wax ne Talib rek a bëgg a nekk président loolu du nekkul loolu Talib bëgg naa nekk président Yankuba Darboe bëgg naa nekk président Lowe bëgg naa nekk président Landing Sané moom doo ko dee gis si yooyu waaye yéen ñëpp da ngeen bëgg a nekk président loolu foog ñu wax ko du yow rek nag ñoom ñëpp bëgg nañoo nekk président léegi ku nekk nag ni ngaa tojee sa ginaar xaw ma naka lañ ko dee si olof ban route ngeen dee jël but you guys all have ambition and it is rightfully so you have served as mayors or chairmen and you have done some great work.
What we want as UDP is
So-
like ANC. ñu am president factory.
waaw kii jógee foofu kii dem
waaw and they do move dëkk bi.
waaw waaye nag pour mu leer yéen ñëpp da ngeen bëgg a nekk président de loolu moom man de wax naa ko ñoom ñëpp ga agree nañ si man sax dañoo nëbbu rek waaye ku nekk dafa bëgg man sax bi ma toog fii even though bokkuma parti at some point bëgg naa nekk président nag su ma ko yàlla mayee so bu fi kenn di weddi ne man bëgguma lii you know
ñëpp bëgg nañoo liggéey seen réew
yeah
su ko am plateforme bu gën a rëy pour liggéey sa réew.
Why not? Why not? But like I said, do you have regrets sometimes that you got into politics and you have done, you know, sometimes you drag the family through some of the most difficult moments, you know, that they didn't have to be part of?
Well, I think there are times you think and say, wow, I didn't know it's going to, you know, affect so many people around me, you know, because it does have a toll. First, on your time you personally want to spend with your immediate family. That's the biggest sacrifice. Two, of course, your actions can affect third parties or family members. Man, I'm fortunate, I have a great family, 3 brothers, you know, they are all intelligent, all thriving in their industries, all doing very well. And in fact, I was the less known out of all 3. Yeah. They are well known in the sectors they are. You know, I've had a mother, the most amazing, wonderful woman, who really started from poverty and built a wonderful life for herself and, you know, made sure all of us were okay and had the right start. So we, of course, I always sometimes feel, okay, maybe, you know, of course, a lot of their businesses would have been a lot bigger if they were not in opposition or I was not in opposition. But I look at them and they're the ones saying, you know, put the kabila nine them. You know, it's for the country. You know, we are fortunate. Yala may you. We've had what we can have. We have to now build our country, make it good for everybody else. You know, and that keeps me motivated. You know, and if they were the ones saying, you know, I'm not getting contracts or mange suffer or small business me yahu Talib by politics ni, numi yaga daf ma affect. You know, but sometimes I'm the one who's down and they're like, hey, well, you know, that's fine. You know, so, you know, Santa Yala.
Santa Yala. Yeah. No, that's encouraging. That's nice. Yeah. Thank you so much, Mayor. You get him la lan gabo as a supporter si Gambian si.
Well, my message has never really changed. Man, all the time what I say is, you know, the most unfortunate thing about Gambian politics, bumagis moy the comments on tribe, the discourse that is creating so much division in terms of, you know, how we conduct our politics, the saga nini, the Oye people names, the Wanyi nini. I mean, President Barrow is our biggest opponent, but I will never disrespect him. What's the point of that? Disrespecting him is disrespecting the Gambia, you know. But us leaders have a responsibility to drive the discussion, the challenges, but in the right manner, you know, with the right discipline, you know.